The first blow, casual cruelty in the dark. The galaxy was burning. From the core to the rim, the great empires warred with fleets of star steel, mercenary armies, and weapons that could scar entire worlds. Earth had remained apart. When the Trade Confederacy begged Earth to sign treaties, humanity shook its head. When the Dominion demanded soldiers, humanity refused. When emissaries from a dozen alien powers asked why humanity stood idle, Earth's leaders answered only, "This war is not ours." But the war did not respect Earth's patience. On a lonely colony, Uridan IV, a small group of humans lived quietly among alien neighbors, tending crops, repairing machines, trading in peace. The Varkun horde saw them as easy prey. Their warbands descended like fire, laughing as they butchered the colonists, setting homes alight and stringing human bodies from poles as warnings. Their commander spat into a live transmission. "See this, Earth? You cannot stay out forever. Join us or be swept aside." For him, it was a game, one more massacre among thousands. For Earth, it was something else entirely. The galaxy's laughter. Across the stars, rivals mocked humanity. "The Terrans speak of neutrality," jeered a Calorian senator, "but they are too weak to fight." A broadcast from the Drazul Empire showed human corpses burning under horde banners with the caption, "This is the fate of cowards." Alien admirals toasted their victories. The Varkun horde celebrated by feasting in the blood-stained halls of Uridan IV. They sent a final taunt across open channels. "Earth, you are nothing. We will break your colonies one by one until your homeworld kneels." The galaxy nodded in agreement. After all, Earth had no empire, no vast armada, just scattered colonies and outdated fleets. The laughter was loud. The silence from Earth was louder. The breaking of silence. For 3 days after the massacre, Earth said nothing. No denunciations, no retaliation, no speeches. Then on the 4th day, transmissions began. Not to the galaxy, but to every human colony, every orbital station, every deep space mining fleet. A single directive, repeated in every tongue, carried by encrypted quantum bursts. Mobilize. In the black void near Jupiter, shipyards that had been quiet for decades lit up. Docks split open as massive hulls stirred, dreadnoughts rising like mountains with their cores burning white. Mars bled fire as silos opened, lifting weapons that had been sealed beneath its soil for generations. Orbital towers on Earth's moon awakened, their spires humming with energy older than the war itself. The stars near Sol trembled as fleets emerged, carriers the size of cities, escorted by wings of ships bristling with weapons. Ships no alien had seen before. Ships no alien had imagined. On every frequency, across every relay, the galaxy heard a voice at last. Uridan IV was humanity's last warning. You spilled our blood, now we answer. The mustering of wrath. The horde laughed no longer. Their forward scouts reported entire Terran fleets burning space clean, each engagement leaving behind only silence and wreckage. The galaxy looked on in disbelief as Earth unleashed what it had hidden. Dreadnoughts whose main guns cracked moons in half. Black fleets, silent formations that warped gravity and snuffed stars. Legions of soldiers in armor that turned them into walking storms. Alien generals who had once dismissed Earth scrambled to analyze their tactics, but there was no strategy that explained it. Human fleets moved with uncanny unity. Their ships vanished into dark space, reappearing behind enemy lines, carving apart armadas that outnumbered them 3-1. The question whispered in council halls was the same. Had Earth been preparing all along? The first retaliation. The Horde fortress world of Kurath fell in less than a day. The Varkun lined their defenses with planetary shields, fortress guns, and orbital mines. They boasted it could never fall. Then the humans arrived. The sky above Kurath turned black as human fleets emerged, blotting out the stars. The first strike came not from weapons, but from silence, every alien comm channel filled with a cold human voice. For Uridan. Then the bombardment began. Orbital guns melted. Shields shattered under kinetic strikes that hit with the force of extinction events. The surface boiled as precision beams carved cities into ash. When the smoke cleared, nothing remained but craters. Not occupation, not conquest, only ruin. The March of Fire. Across the galaxy, the pattern repeated. Horde fleets tried to stand. They were obliterated. They tried to flee. They were hunted down. Human warbands appeared where no hyperspace routes existed, breaking into strongholds the galaxy believed untouchable. Alien historians would later write that the Terrans fought not with fury, but with something colder, a vengeance measured, patient, merciless. They did not gloat. They did not broadcast victory speeches. They simply erased every enemy ship, every fortress, every banner of the Varkun. Whole species that had once mocked humanity now fell silent in terror. The galaxy trembles. In the halls of the Galactic Council, senators demanded explanations. How had Earth concealed such might? Why had humanity refused to join the war, only to enter it now with overwhelming force? Some whispered theories. That Earth had fought wars older than the galaxy remembered, and had never truly disarmed. That humanity carried scars of ancient wars against extinction, scars no alien could comprehend. That Earth's patience was not weakness, but calculation. Theories mattered little. What mattered was the truth every species now saw with their own eyes. Humanity was not a sleeping world. Humanity was a predator waiting in silence. The final annihilation. The Varkun Horde's capital system became their last stand. They filled the skies with fleets, chained slave armies to their war machines, and swore they would make humanity pay in blood. The humans answered without words. The largest Terran fleet ever seen descended. Entire sectors of space glowed as their engines ignited. From orbit, their shadows fell across the Horde homeworld like a second night. The battle was not a battle, it was an ending. Horde ships cracked like glass under barrages that turned space into burning storms. Their planetary guns never fired, disabled in a single coordinated strike that blinded their command systems. The humans did not invade, they did not capture. They leveled the Horde capital until it was nothing but dust scattered across its star. A people who once boasted they were the scourge of the galaxy vanished in hours. The silence after. When it was over, Earth spoke only once more. To every power, every empire, every species. We asked for peace, you answered with blood. Now you understand, never provoke Earth again. And then silence. Human fleets withdrew, vanishing into the black as swiftly as they had come. They did not claim territory. They did not occupy conquered worlds. They simply left ruin behind. The galaxy was left trembling. Empires that had once laughed at humanity now whispered in fear. Children were taught never to mock a Terran. Admirals redrew their star charts, marking Sol as a system never to be crossed. And in the ruins of the Horde, survivors whispered what would become a legend spoken in 100 alien tongues. Human patience is vast, but their vengeance is infinite.